Are you riding the weird and wonderful spiritual awakening roller coaster and wondering how long does spiritual awakening last? Well, I can shed some light on the matter because I'm conducting a survey of awakeners from all over the world and I'm learning some astonishing things. First of all, there's no set length for spiritual awakening. I'm sorry I can't give you an end date, but what I can do is share with you what I've learned. So, while all awakeners seem to broadly go through the 7 stages of awakening, although in various orders, the amount of time the spiritual awakening takes is very varied. And to illustrate this, I've taken a random sample of 50 survey responses and I've plotted them on a graph to share with you. So, in answer to the question, how long does spiritual awakening last? You can see I've had responses from people who've been in the process for less than a year so far, right up to people who've been going for 20 years or more. So if we look at the graph, you can see a third of people who've responded to the survey are only in their first year, so they're still in the early stages. But there's another third who have been going for 4 years or more, and there's some who have been going for several decades. In fact, this one person you can see at the bottom of the graph has been going through the spiritual awakening process for 45 years, and they haven't completed it yet. And I can also tell you that only 3 or 4 people represented on this graph have actually fully completed their awakenings, which means they've transcended or attained ascension. So for the vast majority of people represented here, it's an ongoing process. It also seems that for a percentage of people, their awakenings stop for a while and then they start again. And I'd estimate this as around 10 to 15% of awakeners based on the data that I'm seeing right now. By the way, I'm going to be releasing regular videos showing the results of this survey, so if you'd like to know more, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss the notifications. So why do we see this great disparity in the length of spiritual awakenings? There's a few factors which influence how long your awakening will take, and a couple of them might surprise you. The first factor, which probably won't surprise you that much, is how much you embrace and commit to the process. Basically, you can speed up or slow down your awakening to a certain degree, but you don't have full control. And that's because your awakening journey was planned long before you incarnated. And that's because it has to be coordinated as part of this great cosmic play that we're all taking part in. Your awakening is not just about you, but about all the other people in your soul group that you're interlocking with. So that means that factor number 2 in how long your spiritual awakening takes is how long it was planned to take. My guides tell me that at the moment they're hitting their targets with around 87% accuracy. So that means that 87% of awakening journeys unfold exactly as they're meant to, and that might include taking 20 years. But why do some awakenings take so long? So this is factor 3. Some people are what I call outliers. And now that just means that our teams in the higher dimensions are testing around the edges of spiritual awakening. They want to see the impact that a shorter or longer awakening journey has. They're testing all sorts of other things too. I'm going to talk about that in another video. Why are they testing? It's because we're in the very early stages of the Global Enlightenment Project. And that's why it's highly evolved souls who are waking up first, because we can take whatever's thrown at us, even if it doesn't always feel like it. We've volunteered to be guinea pigs so that when the spiritual awakening project is rolled out to other souls who may have less experience than us, they've already tested what the likely results will be. So if your awakening's been going on for a very long time or has been super short and intense, you could very possibly be an outlier. If this video has been useful to you, please hit the like button so it can get to more people who also need this information. And I recommend that you watch my video on the 7 stages of spiritual awakening so you can see what's coming up next in your journey.